Welcome back to Kicking It Back. Today is Sunday, October 10th. The Browns lost. We're not going to, do we talk about it? I don't know.
I think we have to.
Yeah, that's what real fans do.
I mean, do you agree with throwing 3 deep passes at the very ending? Like, I feel like we could have advanced the ball farther and then maybe tried to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we threw 3 heaves. I mean, the last one, obviously, you had 2 4th and 10. But 2nd and 10, why are we taking a shot all the way down the field?
Yeah, the timeouts, I don't know. Maybe the clock, they were worried. I don't know. Like, can't fault it, whatever. I'm just glad the defense pulled the running back into the end zone. I mean, I know it sucked, but, like, I was yelling for it, and I was very excited. They sucked. The defense sucked today.
Yeah.
It hurts when your cornerbacks are all hurt and everything, but.
I mean, you know how the announcers justified it? They said, yeah, this Browns defense is really struggling today against this powerhouse of an offense, the Chargers. The Chargers are ranked 11th in the league. I'm like, powerhouse. I mean, like, you can't
11.
say powerhouse and then follow it up with 11th. Like,
yeah, no, they're talented, but
they are. But like,
like we said after week 1, when do the Browns take the step? When do we win those games? When, like, you knew, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
We got the ball back. We were up 1. It was 2nd down. We threw the pass and then we ran it. And I literally, like, got furious at the house. I'm like, it's a script. Like, you know how this is going to end. Like, you just know how this game is going to end. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Whatever. We're not going to deep breaths, long season, 17 games. We got a while.
Arizona's easy next week.
Manifesting.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, so good weekend for the boys.
Yeah. Great weekend. Parents weekend.
That
was awesome. Seeing all the parents get together.
It was a great time. I had a freaking awesome time.
We don't have our parents do that enough, really.
No, yeah. No, it was nice to be able to invite them down. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're college in a college house. I mean, but it was nice to just have them down, have some fun, just be like, you know, it's just nice to kick it back once in a while, just relax, whatever.
I mean,
shout out to every one of them.
Yeah, your parents spent their 28th wedding anniversary at a college house. Exactly. I mean, does it get any better?
Yeah, come on. What's more romantic than 142 East Northwood? Come on. Someone tell me. Tell us that my address can be out there. I don't even care. Blue house on Waldeck.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's plenty of cans in the front yard still. The neighbors, apparently, there was 2 neighbors that walked up. Tom was outside today. I don't know what he was doing. And 2 ladies walked up and asked if we minded if they picked up the front yard a little bit. I don't know. And we picked up most of it. There were still cans. I mean, it's a college house. What do you expect?
Wait, they want you guys to pick it up, or they're going to pick it up?
No, they offered to pick it up. So Tom was like, I mean, I'm not going to say no. So they picked up some cans, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't
beer fairies or like?
No, they were just some neighbors. Oh. Maybe trying to better the neighborhood. I don't know.
Wow.
Whatever. Yeah.
Maybe they were showing the house next door or something.
Maybe there's something like that.
They're like, we got to clean these cans up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, these freaking idiots. Yeah.
I mean, there were so many people at your house.
A lot of people. It was a good time. A lot of food. We ate good. We drank good. We had a good time. It was a fun time. Long day. The parents were not ready. We were ready to go at 7 a.m. We were getting ready to roll.
Yeah.
Parents got there at 8. Yeah. You know, we rallied. I think we got finished up at 10:30. You know, that was actually an early kind of night, but I was totally content with it.
I finished the night with Baby Bop. It was great.
Yeah. That is a good ending to any night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a good time, man. Like I said, it's fun to have all the parents. They do a lot for us. It was fun to have them all together. It just shows, man.
Yeah, we've been together a while.
Good parenting goes a long way. Exactly.
Good group of guys.
I couldn't agree more.
At least some would say. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, who knows? Who cares?
Yeah. Other than that, we have a really good interview today.
Yeah. Yes. One of our buddies. It's a good one. Good talker. Don't mind. There might have been a little bit of connection stuff. We were battling it throughout the interview. Majority of it's going to sound good. We're not worried about it. But you know, stick with us. It's not obviously what we fully wanted, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It's a whole part of this virtual thing.
Yeah.
We got through it and you'll be good. It's a good kid. Matt Fields, Division I wrestler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great kid.
High school state champ. He's our guy. We were excited to catch up with. We actually just stayed on. We're talking with him for another, 30 minutes to an hour after the interview. It felt like it's always good to catch up with our buddies. We have a platform. We get to hear his story. It's some good stuff. So we're excited for you all to hear it.
For sure. For sure. Should we just welcome him on?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Welcome, Matt Fields.
All right. We're welcoming on one of our high school friends. We're excited to catch back up with him. We haven't really talked to him in a while. He kind of went on to some big things. So, welcome to the show, Matt Fields.
Yes, sir, boys. I'm pumped.
This is awesome. How have you been?
Good, man. Just training a lot. We've been training pretty hard down here. So I've been in North Carolina probably since. Well, I came back down in August. I was back home for a week, and then I spent basically the whole summer down here practicing and stuff like that, which was cool, especially after what happened last summer. Like everything was up in the air. Being a college athlete was really weird last year.
For sure. Let's start at the beginning. All right. When did you start wrestling?
Kindergarten.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We'll start. So one day my dad's high school buddies, he had a kid about my age who wrestled at Buckeye High School. And when we were in kindergarten, he was like, "Hey, my brother's the coach at the North Royalton youth program. So I'm bringing Jake up there if you want to come to practice too." My dad was like, "Yeah, sure." Like my dad's if you guys know my dad, he's a pretty intense person. So so this was like right up his alley. And then I started in kindergarten. First year went great. The next 2 years were a little busy, but after that it was pretty good. My first year wrestling, I placed eighth place at the 6 and under 42-pound weight class, I think it was. So yeah, I was a little man running around.
For sure.
Yeah, and then ever since then it's just been my thing, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. So where'd you go to middle school?
I went to middle school at Willits. I didn't wrestle for the middle school though. Like wrestling's a little bit different than a lot of other sports. So there's you could have went the school route in middle school, or I could have which I ended up wrestling club, and that way I was able to travel. Like I went out to Tulsa, Oklahoma a couple times for tournaments, down in North Carolina, Indiana, Pennsylvania a lot, where the school, it's kind of a shame that it works this way, but the school has rules on that, so you can't wrestle at some of these top elite tournaments. And I think it's play sport a little bit because it doesn't let these athletes go out and seek the best competition, and then it doesn't transfer over to high school. So these high school kids coming into freshman year who just started wrestling in 5th or 6th grade don't get to see the elite competition that a lot of the other high school wrestlers are seeing. So yeah, I mean, we could get into that another time, but I think there does need to be some changes made just to help the sport grow. But yeah, I wrestled for a club in the Northeast Ohio region, and I would travel all over the country and wrestle.
That's so sick. That totally makes sense, because right off the bat when you said that you didn't wrestle for the middle school, I'm like, well, why? Why not? But it totally makes sense that you wanted that exposure, good competition.
Yeah, man, I probably every other weekend me and my dad would be traveling. I was in we went to Maryland for a tournament, and it sounds crazy to say, but dude, parents take those sports seriously and stuff like that. And there would be some pretty elite kids at these tournaments, and they would travel. Dude, kids were missing school. Kids would get homeschooled in order to travel to wrestle. It was a little bit extreme, but people are doing it. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was pretty crazy.
So then we get into the good stuff. We get into high school where you ditched us. You left us. You left us out to dry. You left us out to dry. We had your back. You left us.
I know. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So, I would say wrestling for me, I never really broke through until my sophomore year. You always hear people say yo, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. Well, wrestling was something like that. There always was like levels to it. Like you were here and you could beat the guys here, and like I would always struggle against the guys right here. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like
Sure.
I was always like knocking on the door of being pretty good until about my sophomore year is when I kind of broke through that. And so my freshman year started off at Brunswick. Had a really good freshman year, and the team was great. Literally, the school was great. I all my friends go to Brunswick. Like I loved it. And then I finished. So I finished the season as a state alternate, which means so wrestling goes sectionals, district, state. The top 4 from the sectional go to district. The top 4 from the district go to the state tournament. So I took 5th place at the district tournament. So if one of those top 4 guys, God forbid, got hurt or got a skin infection, I would fill in as their replacement. So like I qualified for the state tournament, but my at the state tournament wasn't like guaranteed. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
So my freshman year, I was state alternate. And then after the season and just training, it wasn't even a Brunswick thing or anything. I was talking to the coach over at Walsh, and this was like I already knew of him. He was a younger guy, and we knew what he wanted to do with the Walsh program, and he was like taking it in the right direction. So like it wasn't even a Brunswick thing, or like Brunswick wrestling was more than good to me. It was just like a me thing. I just kind of felt like that, like going that way would have been the best decision for me. Like there was a lot more guys my weight there to train with too, a lot more kids my age on the team, and it was just it just seemed like that was what was in my career's best interest. And then
there was a rumor that you actually left Brunswick because there was a smelly kid named Preston walking around the halls. Can we confirm or deny it?
I think that's
denied.
denied. Yeah.
That's denied. So,
hey, Matt, people listening can't see us, but like wink, wink, right? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Just
Man,
making
that kid
sure.
stunk, bro. No. So yeah, then my sophomore year, I go to Walsh, and I had to sit out the first half of the season due to the transfer rule in Ohio. So I missed a couple of the top tournaments, like the Ironman, which is it's actually a tournament at Walsh. It's probably the toughest high school tournament in the country. There's kids who come from people come from California to wrestle in that. So I didn't get to wrestle in that year. And then I came back second half of the season, and like it just started rolling for me. You know what I mean? Like that, like I said, my sophomore year is when I broke through through that barrier of being like a good wrestler and like to the next level. So
I want to cut you off real quick. What was there anything that changed? Like mentality, training, anything like what made you take that next step?
Yeah, you hear it and it sounds like so cliche when people say this, but like sports is 90% mental, man. Like that was a big thing for me. Like the biggest thing that changed was just like my coach at Walsh was a little bit younger. He was a little bit closer to my age, and he was like 20, 29 or whatever. And he kind of related to us really well. And like, I don't know, he just like brought this energy that made me feel like I don't mean to curse on here, but he just brought this energy that made me feel like I'm the baddest motherfucker in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I could be anyone. So, and that was the thing that really changed for me when I got to Walsh, is just like, I started training around people who were always like, it was always a competition. Like who was the baddest MFer in the room? You know what I mean? And, and so that's what I think helped take me to the next level, was just that belief in myself and that I could do it and I could achieve my goals. It was just a matter of if I wanted to. And so sectional tournament, I do well. I win it, beat everyone up pretty good. And then the district tournament, make to the finals. So I already qualified for the state tournament because, like I said, top 4 go. So I was guaranteed a top 2. And I'm wrestling a senior who was like a returning 3-time or 2-time state placer. And I like for the people who do know a little bit about wrestling, like So if you get an escape, or it's 1 point, and then so I was really good on top. Like I would ride people out and turn people, and that was kind of like my sophomore year. So I'm wrestling this
Here
kid.
first, Matt Fields is really good on top.
Yeah, yeah. Stupid. But
welcome to Kicking It Back, Matthew.
Yeah, right. So I'm wrestling the senior, returning a couple times state placer, and it's 0 going into the third period. There's 3 periods. No, it's 1-0 going into the third period. The second period, I took bottom. I escaped, so I got my 1 point. First period, no one scored, and then third period, he chose bottom. So it's 2 minutes. This kid has 2 minutes to get out, and then it's tied, right? So I ended up riding him out, and that was probably like one of my first big victories, because I don't really thought that I was supposed to win that match. So that was a big win for me, and I think it really helped me, I guess, continue my momentum into my sophomore year state tournament, because I get to the state tournament. First match, beat up my kid pretty good. Second match, I'm wrestling the returning state champ. I beat him, I want to say probably 6-4. And then my semis match, I was wrestling. So my semis match, my sophomore year, I was wrestling the kid who beat me to go to state my freshman year. He was from St. Ed's. So I ended up, same thing. I ended up riding him out and getting the win there. And then unfortunately I lost in the state finals my sophomore year, but still, it was just like I said, the mentality, big jump. And I had such a great time that year, just seeing myself grow as an athlete. And then on to junior year, again, I'm at Walsh. Everything went well first half of the season. Same thing. I guess the difference that year was just like I had a little taste of what it felt like to be like one of the guys, and I refused to be denied that year. You know what I mean? Like I knew I was winning the state tournament that year, and then I won the state tournament. I did it. I only gave up 1 point entire tournament, so that was pretty cool. That was like a cool little thing. And then, so my coach after my sophomore year at Walsh, the reason I went there, ended up getting fired. So like it was like a whole ordeal with like a bunch of shit going on. So whatever, they ended up firing him. And then we were already into my junior year when they fired him. So I was like, I'm not gonna do anything. Like I like the guys on my team. I like whatever. I'll just stick it out. So we stick it out. Obviously the year went great, but a bunch of kids just like, I don't know, after our coach left, a bunch of kids just kind of I guess lost their love for the sport, and a lot of kids ended up quitting, or a lot of kids ended up transferring. So then this whole Walsh like dynasty that we were building back up, because Walsh is historically a great wrestling program in Ohio. And so this whole, like, you guys had Johnny on. Johnny went to Walsh. He was like a 3-timer. So like right. That's how I got to know him. You know what I mean? Like there's like this whole dynasty out at Walsh, and they were really good. And then they got kind of bad. And then our coach came and started building them back up. And then it just collapsed like that. And then so when that happened, I was just like, my dad was like, we're not going to pay to go to here to go to Walsh when the reason we came here just got like taken away from us. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go back to Brunswick. I got all my friends there still. And then that went well. A couple of regrets my senior year. I think I cut a little bit too much weight. I was cutting a lot of weight that year, and I think it kind of affected my state tournament. But yeah, and then I committed here at North Carolina State in, I want to say, August or September, and that was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. So yeah, now I'm here.
What a journey!
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. It was, like I said, especially like that freshman sophomore year, I did a lot of finding myself, and like it really helped me grow as an athlete.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds like it.
Yeah, it was cool.
So now you're at that college level. Okay, you're at the Division I, North Carolina State, one of the top wrestling programs in the country. Yeah,
I think we finished last year 6th. I think we're coming into the season ranked like 5th or 4th.
So there you go. So top 5 team in the nation. what's the biggest difference? What's the, is it, you talked about, in high school, you had to have that, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the room kind of mentality.
Yeah.
You walk into a Division I top 5 program, you're no longer the baddest motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's the harsh reality. You got some work to put in now.
Yeah.
How much is it the college coaches? Is it the equipment and everything you have available? What helps someone develop from, that college level stepping into, national, top players, top wrestlers in the country?
Yeah. I would say so. So one of my best friends here at school is Trent Hidley, and he's he was in the national finals last year. He wrestles 184 for us. He's a good dude, and like just being like some of these elite athletes at this level, like you get to see some things, and like like everything some does, everything athletes do is like geared towards wrestling. Like we have, and especially obviously at this level, we have more resources. Like we have a sports psychiatrist, so we go and talk to her and stuff like that. You know what I mean? About like,
Interesting.
and you could talk to her about anything. Like you could be like, hey, before my match, my hands get extra sweaty. Why is this? Like it's like, and she breaks it to you. She's really good. But so yeah, we have like a sports psych here. We have our lifting program. Our lifting coach has an Excel doc. He puts all of our names individually on there with our own weights. So it's maxing out when we're not maxing out and stuff like that. So it's like everything's down to a science. We have like we have like a little electrotherapy things that they send home with us if we're hurt. So they'll be like, take this home and sleep with it on, and then you'll wake up tomorrow and feel a little better. Like the technology today is insane. And I would say that definitely helps. But again, the biggest thing is just the mental side of things. Like the people who really want it and the people who like refuse to be denied, those are the guys who are at the top. It's just like, and then honestly, a little bit is just athleticism. Like we have a guy on my team from Ohio, and he just like, whenever it's kind of, we call it a gamer. Like he's just a gamer. Whenever he wants to show up, he shows up and he wins. It's crazy. But like, but some people could do that. You know what I mean? Everyone's a little bit different.
Right. For sure.
So, yeah.
Walk me through a day in your life. What do you do?
A day in my life.
Yeah. Training, eating, school.
Besides hang out at the pool.
Yeah.
I know you guys got a big pool in the backyard.
Pool is a good time. So, yeah, basically we just finished our preseason. So the preseason is like the toughest time of the year, I would say. And normally we'll go to, so we'll lift, and then we lift 3 days a week and wrestle 4 days of the week during the preseason. And
okay.
So I'll just run you guys through a Thursday, because that's probably like the coolest day. Yeah, it's also the hardest. So Thursday comes around, we wake up. I'll probably wake up around 5 a.m., have like a quick breakfast, and then I go to the football stadium.
Did you say 5 a.m.?
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so I have to be at lift at 6. So we get there, lift at the football stadium. It's real cool. The football stadium's got like this like whole big thing in the center of it, and then there's like a glass like weight room right in the middle, like right in the middle.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's
so
sweet.
you're like, you could lift and you like look out on the stadium. So we'll lift for about an hour at the stadium, and then our coach takes us out, and we go onto the student section of the stadium, and we'll run it up and down. So we run it, and then after maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes of running it, he'll tell us to grab our partner, and then we do like a buddy carry all the way to the top of the stadium. So it's like the lower deck, and then you walk up like the little ramp thing, and then you got to climb up the upper deck with the guy on your back. And,
oh my God.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. That was always pretty tough. And then after that, I usually go home. I've kind of got like, I took summer classes, so I kind of got like a light schedule this semester. It's pretty easy. But normally, like my brother, he's a freshman, so he would go home, get like a little snack, ride out to class, and then probably have like 2 classes, and then around 3 o'clock we have wrestling practice. So we show back up in the room, go to wrestling practice, Coach Pat just puts us through a drill, a little condition maybe after, and then after that we get like during the week at NC State, the athletes get a free dinner here at one of the dining halls. So we just go swipe our card, get dinner, head home, and then do your homework, study. Or if you don't have any homework, me and some of the guys on the team usually just kick it. So it's not too bad. Like it sounds like a lot, but like I like it just because it keeps me busy. It helps the days like all blend together. Like I can't believe it's already October 10th. I'm like, Jesus, it's just like it makes everything really go together.
Mm-hmm.
And then so our preseason workouts are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and each day is a little bit different. Like Saturday, instead of going onto the football stadium, we go onto the track, and our coach will make us run like 400s. So he'll be like, so we'll run like 400 after 400 after 400, and then that's probably like the most hated day. I'm a pretty good long distance runner, so that I'm like as good as a wrestler could be at long distance running. You know what I mean? But
I am dog shit at long distance running.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
No, man, it's crazy. Like it's my senior year. I'm not going to use my last 2 years of eligibility. I want to go to law school when I graduate. So
holy, wow, that's super cool.
So,
I had no idea about
brother.
That.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm studying for my LSAT. I'm going to take it actually a month from now. So November, the weekend, November 13th, I got my test. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, what was your high school GPA?
It was good. It was probably like a 3.9. Like not, it was
They're
good.
still counting it.
Yeah.
Carry the 2.
Yeah.
Throw the 4 in there somewhere.
After the weighted, AP classes, it's like 4.7, but no big deal.
But
4.78, but I wasn't counting.
No, actually, dude, the AP classes, like that was like a big deal. Because I did not pass any of my AP classes. I don't even or not pass. I passed the class, just not the test. My dad was so mad at me. He was like, dude, the whole point of taking these was so you could get credit. But yeah, no, I didn't pass them. Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned your brother.
Yeah,
he's down there with you. Is he living with you? What's the scoop there, Derek, our boy?
Yeah, he's like 2 rooms over.
Nice. I was gonna say he's hiding underneath the bed. You're sharing a room with him or something.
Yeah, right.
They sleep in the
closet back there.
His closet's over there. No, yeah, he's like 2 rooms over. So my dad actually like hooked me up. He got us a pretty nice house down here, and me and my brother share it. And I got another roommate, a guy on my team, who pays us rent, which is cool. And it's like. It's a lot nicer than like a normal college house. Like it's a townhouse in like a neighborhood with families. So
nice.
Yeah. So, but it's like probably 12 minutes off of campus. It's perfect, especially like keeps me away from a lot of the trouble that goes on. So
Yeah.
So what do I get to do to have your dad get me a house in Columbus somewhere?
I don't like you take that up with him.
I didn't fail any AP tests. I'm gonna say that if he's listening right now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I got hooked up down here with the cribs. So
that's awesome.
That's sick, dude.
Actually, Wonkovich came down here this summer and painted it for us. It was sweet.
Really?
No way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was cool.
He's got a hell of a bat in softball. We love him.
I know. Yeah. That's funny. Dude, I wish I could play softball, man. I love it. Dude, I do wish I could play, bro.
Do you think you'll come back to Ohio after school?
Yeah, actually, I was going to. So, no, I don't plan on coming.
Yeah, no. No shot.
I hate to be like so blunt about it. But no, man. Like, I really do. I really do love Raleigh and like the city I'm in. Like I said it earlier. Coming here was the best decision I've ever made. And it's not even because of like the wrestling. I'm a college athlete, and I bet if you ask a bunch of other athletes, like, what's your favorite thing about whatever school you go to, they'll be like, oh, the team, or I love our team is so good. You know what I mean? Where like here, I genuinely feel like if for some reason I wasn't on the wrestling team, I would still be super happy where I'm at. And yeah, I was lucky enough to have like a lot of people helping me through my recruiting process, and that was something that was like that was voiced to me a lot. Like people would always say, pick somewhere where, God forbid, if you have an injury, like you're still going to be happy at your school. And I would say, like, I love the friends I've made here. I love the location. Like everything. I'm 2 hours away from the mountains, 2 hours away from the beach. And Raleigh's like a really cool city. It's not like big. It's kind of like people try and describe it as like a city trying to be a city, but they still got like their downtown is still really cool. And then Charlotte's a big city, and that's like 2 hours down the road. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome. Yeah, for sure. So
And then-
where do you want to go to law school? Sorry to cut you off.
No, so ideally I'd get into Chapel Hill. They have a really good law school. And then I'm gonna apply to a couple ones down here. So Chapel Hill, Campbell has a good one, and that one's in Raleigh. I'm trying to find my wallet. I actually got my license changed, so I have a North Carolina ID. And so
he's not fucking coming back.
Yeah, we're working on. I had like a little like valet job this summer. It was pretty dope. I was whipping some cool whips, and I'm doing something with the taxes where I could get like a residency down here. So I could apply to all these schools as an in-state resident. So it'll be cool.
That's so
Awesome.
smart.
Oh man, yeah. But no, man, I got like I said, it's North Carolina is a great spot to live. I love it.
Yeah.
So.
I think we went a little bit off topic about your brother being there, but how is it since he got there? You loving it?
Oh, it's sweet, man. It's awesome having my brother. I found myself too, like I'm a little bit more competitive about him. Like there'll be some times where I'm in practice and I'm kind of like watching him practice too at the same time. I'm like, I gotta focus on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, me and my brother have always been super tight. We like to fight a lot too. So that kind of made us, especially in wrestling, that made us like a little bit closer. There was
I could only imagine like what I've noticed with wrestlers. So like Cameron McClellan, you obviously know him.
Yeah.
He wrestled until like 8th grade, but he always has to be like doing something. Wrestlers always have to be touching their friends in some way by like tackling or something.
No.
I feel like you guys are gonna be like wrestling on the dinner table.
Yeah, no, me and my brother, we definitely had our fair share of fights. My senior year when Derek and I were at Brunswick together, Coach Shar would have to call my dad. He'd be like, "Yo, you gotta get up here. They're fighting again." My dad would come in the room and be like, "You guys gotta break it up, man." We would get into it pretty good. There was one time. So I was probably I think I was a sophomore or freshman in college, one of those. And I came back for Christmas, and I was wrestling with Derek in the Brunswick room, and like Derek would get like mouthy and chippy with me sometimes, and like we like wrestling. If you've seen it, like we would start clubbing each other and hitting each other pretty hard, and you could just see it like slowly start progress, and like you're like, oh God, it's about to explode. And there was one day where he hit me, and I remember I grabbed him by his headgear and I punched him like twice in the face. I pulled his headgear down and punched him twice in the face. And he wrestled at a tournament like 3 or 2 days later, right? And Derek won the tournament. Like he beat everyone up. So he's getting this interview after the tournament, and the guy's like, "Hey, like what round did you get that black guy in?" And my brother's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't get this at the tournament. My brother was in town last week. We got into a fight." And he was like, "Wow." So yeah, it was yeah, we would go at it a lot.
Yeah, then like after you punch him in the face, how long does it take to get over that? Or is it like 2 seconds? Like when was he like cool with you after getting a black eye from you?
Yeah, it would depend. Some days it would be like all it would take is a little hand slap and a little dap, and we'd be like, all right, like that was not me. And then other days we'd be driving home and fighting while we're driving in the car. Like, it was bad. But
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
just two competitive people.
Yeah, it was, and like I said, it's nice to have him down here now too, because we've both kind of grown up a little bit. So like I watch myself like I said, watching him a lot in practice, and then we work together. I think he's helped me as a wrestler grow a lot, just because I kind of put myself in his situation a lot of times, and we'll be like, well, if I was here, I would do this, and we try and help each other. We definitely have helped each other grow and growing off each other a lot. So it's been cool. I love having him down here.
That's
it's
awesome.
Sweet. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, when he has a nightmare, what like bedtime story you would be telling him to like calm him down? 'Cause I know, come on, little
Do you
brother.
rock him to
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'll be
What
like,
are you saying? What song you singing? Come on, what's the secret?
I'll usually just heat up some milk and be like, "Hey," yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
too
so
good.
good. So I gotta
Oh, dude.
ask. I don't know your dad at all, but you said
Yeah. Okay.
he's a pretty fiery person just because
Yeah.
wrestling and all that. So
No,
when you
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
the decision to stop wrestling and you said that you're not taking up the next 2 years, this is your
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
year. How did he take that?
Okay. This is yeah, my dad is always, like I said, always very intense, but um I'm so thankful of the way that he has like treated my college career because so wrestling's not like football. Like there's no NFL or there's no NBA, you know what I mean, for wrestling. Like you make money in wrestling by, I'm sure you guys have heard of Gable Steveson, right? The heavyweight Olympic champ. You guys might
Yeah.
have heard of him. Well, and like now he's
Yeah.
going on the WWE or whatever. Like that's like 1 in a million. You have to be like that to make some serious bread in wrestling. And my dad always saw the bigger picture. Like it was always something like, hey, my dad's always told me, you got the college, you got some of your college paid for, like you did everything I asked for. Just like he never pressured me to start. Like he was never on my case about starting. And when I told him, I was like, hey, I think I'm ready to move on to the next thing, go to law school. And he was like, yeah, if that's what you want to do, that sounds like a great plan. And he's always been super supportive of my college career and everything that I wanted. And like I said, I'm super thankful because some people don't have that luxury. Some people are like, dude, my dad's on my case because I'm not starting. You know what I mean? And it sucks. Like it sucks to hear that. I was really fortunate. I'm really fortunate. My dad is the way he is about it. Like I said, he's just been like wrestling. There's only 70 NCAA Division I wrestling schools. Like football, there's like hundreds. You know what I mean? So like to make a Division I, you got to be in like the top 1% of all the high school wrestlers. So my dad always says, like, man, you did what you had to do. You're in the top 1%. Like, so he's been very supportive. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that's so
That's
cool
great,
to hear.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because like Jaret and I worked the little kid wrestling tournaments, CFC for
Oh
Justin
yeah,
Kerr.
those are probably nuts, man. I can only imagine.
It's like seeing the wrestling dads. It's like,
Yeah.
your kid is 7 years old and he's crying his eyes out because he doesn't want to be here, man. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You're screaming at him and he wants to go play Fortnite. The kid's
Dude,
not into it. Just let him go.
Some of those guys are terrible, man.
Yeah.
They're terrible. But no,
I'll take.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'll just say, like, honestly, like at your level too, to get onto a mat. I mean, you're not trying to hurt someone, but you're trying to hurt someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
right.
that takes a different breed. Not everyone's got, like, I don't think anyone can be a wrestler. Like you have to have like that I'm the baddest motherfucker mentality, kind of like you said. Like you're on a mat and the other person is going to hurt you if you know what I mean, if you're not doing your job. Like that's just how it works. It's the harsh reality of wrestling. So I just think wrestling takes a different breed, and that's just not everything. You can't force that on your kid. Like I don't think you yourself could have made it Division I if you didn't have just that mentality of I'm gonna beat the shit out of the kid across from me. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah. If you didn't want to do it, like it's a tough sport. So like trying to do it while you hate it is like, I couldn't imagine. Like it would be, it's tough. Yeah.
That I could only imagine that being crazy hard to do if you didn't love it.
Yeah. But what was that?
I was gonna say you could play quarterback if you know what I mean. You could go to the college level and play quarterback because you could throw it far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Or you could be a golfer like Brooks Koepka. He always says he gets bored with the game. He doesn't love it, but you know what? He's good at it. So like
it's making him money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you could be a good wrestler, but you still need to have, like you said, that mental kind of, that I'm gonna mess you up mentality.
And like I said, there's not a lot of money in it. Like it's a nonprofit sport. So, I mean, you see every year a new school is cutting the program and stuff like that. And you see new schools, like you see schools fighting to get their program back all the time. It's just like, there's not a lot of money in it. So that's another thing too. Like to do something like that and not to get paid is like, yeah. And people always ask me, they're like, could you see yourself going like UFC or doing something like that? And I think that would be like really cool. I think I would be pretty good at it. I'd probably have to learn how to like throw my hands a little bit better. But I don't know. That just takes a toll on your body that I don't want to be talking like Rocky Balboa. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
I like my brain a little bit too much. So.
Yeah, for sure. Jared,
That's awesome.
do you have any other questions for this part of the interview?
No, they'll keep coming. I know we got a good game planned, and I
Yeah,
know
for
more
sure.
questions will follow. So
Yeah.
let's roll into a little game, man. Let's have some fun now. We got to hear about Matt Fields.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. So this game, we kind of got like it's a wrestling edition. So it's
Okay.
who would you rather wrestle?
All right.
All
right, cool.
I'll give you the first one.
And I want some shit talk here. I want to know like who and why you'd beat the crap out of him. All right.
Or
Double down on some takes here.
Yeah. All right. Conor McGregor or Nate Diaz?
I like Conor McGregor. I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan, but yeah, I'd probably rather wrestle him just because Nate Diaz takes an ass whooping just about every time he's in the ring, and somehow he's still standing and still like comes back for more. Like I feel like dude, there are some people that you wrestle and like you just look at them and you're like, oh, I said there's some people that you wrestle and you just look at them and you're like, I'm gonna have to work my ass off if I want to win. You know, like I'm gonna have to work my ass off the entire time if I want to win this. And Nate Diaz would be one of those guys where we're like, Conor, I could see it maybe folding before Nate would. So yeah, I would definitely probably wrestle McGregor first.
For sure. I feel like Nate Diaz is one of those guys that gets punched in the face and he's like, oh my God, I love that. Do it again.
Yeah.
He's just one of those
like
nuts.
He puts his hands down, is like, hit me again, please. he's a nut job.
Yeah.
Fires him up.
Yeah.
I'll take the bullet before I wrestle either.
Yep. Not getting in there with either of them.
Yeah.
I'm copping out.
I'll root you on against McGregor though.
Yeah, I'll be there. Let me know.
I'll buy the pay-per-view.
All right, cool.
All right.
Jared, what's the next one?
Number 2, we got not Conor McGregor, sorry. Myles Garrett or DK Metcalf. You got some
Football
some
players.
NFL action, but you get some big boys.
Yeah. Both of those guys are burly, man. That'd be tough.
I feel like you got to take their weight into account here. Like Myles Garrett's definitely heavier than Metcalf, right?
Oh yeah, probably by a lot, I would imagine.
They're both
like,
freaks.
But DK is huge too. I feel like I would have to. I don't know. So this is kind of like a funny story that I remembered. So my freshman year, we all lived in like these dorms, right? And dude, I shit you guys not. There was this football player who was like 350, like dude, huge. He was this huge lineman, and like we were cool with them. Like I'm pretty cool with the quarterback and a couple other players, but so we were like cool with these guys, and they would be like, dude, one time they were like, yo, do you think you could take him down? Do you think you could take him down? It's this huge football player. And like he was just like he wasn't like Myles Garrett Jack, you know what I mean? But he was just like fat.
Yeah, he's a D1 football player.
Yeah. So I'm
fat.
Like, I was like, no, maybe I could take him down. So this guy starts like grabbing me, and I was like, holy shit, like I've never felt like weight like this. So whatever, I get this guy to grab my wrist, right? And I just roll it out, and kind of like it'll be hard to like show you guys what it is, but basically he grabs my wrist, I rolled it out, and I like duck under his like armpit here. So his arm goes under, and I like duck under him, and I get behind him, and I could barely wrap my hands around this guy. And all these football players are going nuts. They were like, but I ended up his hands touched. I got the takedown, but after that we were done. So the moral of the story, I feel like I would take Myles Garrett but I mean he's the special case. Like he's big and fast as hell. Like he's not the guy that I was. But yeah, I would probably take him just because DK is probably a little bit faster. So maybe I would have a better chance. But yeah, it was crazy, dude. Like I said, this guy was like huge. I remember him grabbing me, and he was like grabbed me and pulled me, and I was like, oh my God. Like I was like, if this guy wanted to, he could literally just squeeze me and probably crush me.
I just want to be clear. For a second, Matt just tried to compare a 350 pounder from NC State to Myles Garrett until he realized that might be a little bit different.
I was gonna say it's still gonna be different, but yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna go with Myles, but he's kind of different."
He's like, "Oh, it's different."
Yeah, it is a lot different. I've probably never even met a person like Myles Garrett. So yeah,
dude's a freaking animal.
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
I loved your breakdown there.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. This next one.
I'd probably do some.
This next one's pretty relevant. Now I'm really curious on this because like this is kind of cool. All right, Johnny DeJulius or Derek Fields?
Oh, Derek, bro, that's my little brother. I've got big brother syndrome on Derek. Big brother syndrome's a real thing, especially in wrestling.
I believe it.
Like I've been kicking Derek's ass since we were 3 years old. So yeah, that one. No, I'm kidding. He's actually getting really good. My years on Derek are probably numbered. Like I probably got like
this year.
2 more. Yeah,
I was gonna say you got 1 year.
You go to law school and you're done.
I'm not touching him after this year. He's starting to get like a good bit bigger than me too. So yeah, my years with Derek are numbered. But I would still take Derek.
Matt's. Oh, go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We were I was just saying your 5 a.m. workouts aren't going to be as existent after law school starts, so you got to keep that in mind when Derek's still getting up carrying guys on bleachers at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like Preston said though, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Like I've thought about it. I feel like I have to be doing something, you know what I mean? Like I won't be able to just not do anything. So I'm gonna figure out a new hobby. I don't know what it's gonna be, whether it's like I don't know, I'll figure something out.
So now I gotta ask you taking Johnny down right now?
I'm a little bit bigger than Johnny, but he still trains. Like that dude still trains.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's still in it.
It'd be tough. I think I could get one. Yeah, I think I could get one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Love it.
There was a pay-per-view versus you versus Johnny. I would do whatever person had the more dramatic entrance. Because you both have something up your sleeve. He's coming in from the sky. I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know why. But he's coming in. And I know you're going to have something in your pocket. You're going to have something up your pocket for that match.
Yeah. He's the man. I was texting him yesterday because I was like, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm doing this camp in South Carolina, which was like an hour and a half away from me. So I'm like, okay, bro, like if you need a place to stay, like you can stay at my house, get up in the morning and go. And I think he was like insinuating that I wanted to like go out and do something. And he's like, I'm not going to get in until super late. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, if you need a place to sleep, like you go sleep there. He's like, yeah. So I was like, I was so, but yeah, he was just like, yeah, I know, but maybe like we were thinking about napping on the road, and I was like, yo, what I'm saying is you don't have to nap on the road. Like you could come and sleep in my house.
No, he likes it. He doesn't even want the house.
But I was like, whatever, bro. Dude, he's the best, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
The thrill of getting eaten by wolves just excites him. He just like likes the idea of sleeping on a random bench in a park. And
yeah, he's funny.
So we got the final round of who would you rather wrestle?
All right.
Now this one I want you to choose wisely.
Uh-huh.
We have Preston or Jaret.
Preston or Jaret? My man P-Dog, I'm sorry. He's just a little bit smaller, so it would probably just be a little bit easier for me.
I mean, you're beating our asses either way. It doesn't matter who you picked.
But yeah, no, it would be tough. Maybe I'd have you guys flip a coin and then we'd do like something like that.
I hope I lose. You can wrestle Preston.
No. I'm probably slipping you a 10 to wrestle Jaret.
Yeah, there we go. All right. I had something that I wanted to hear. Well, I wanted to see the answers from your guys' listeners. So my girlfriend, like I brought this up a while ago. I was like, we're trying to pick a movie to watch or whatever. We do like a movie night all the time. And I was like, yo, we should watch the Rocky movie. And she was like, Rocky? Like I haven't seen Rocky. I haven't seen any of the Rockies. And I was like the amount of people that I feel like have not seen Rocky is insane. Like I even put something on my Instagram. I was like, is it crazy that my girlfriend's never watched the Rocky movies? And there was like 46% of the votes said no. I was like, I think that in order to go, I think you should have to watch Rocky 1 through 4 in like first grade in order to move on. Like, I think it should be a part of the curriculum. But I was like, have you guys ever met someone who hasn't watched the Rocky movies?
I don't know. I've definitely seen them. I don't.
Yeah,
Wait, we'll run a poll for you. We'll see what the people say.
I thought it was like crazy that
Watch it. This is when Jaret goes, I actually haven't seen them. Here it comes. Go ahead.
I don't think I've seen any of the movies start to finish. I've seen every crucial scene from every movie and every prep, everything. I couldn't tell you. Like, if we sat down and watched Rocky 1 right now, there's parts I definitely have not seen.
Jesus, I can't believe that. Like, I cannot believe that.
I love the Creeds. I love the Creeds.
Yeah, those are good.
With Michael B. Jordan, those are good movies. I'm not saying they're better than the Rockies. I'm sure I'd love the Rockies. Don't get me wrong. I've seen like I said, all the pre-fought. I love those movies. But the issue is, the quality of the Rockies are kind of bad.
They're older. Yeah,
they're old films. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So like that's tough. But I have seen, I would say, from every movie I've seen all the fights, all the big stuff. But there's definitely gonna be some scenes I've never seen in each movie. I bet.
Yeah. But no, I made her watch them all with me. We watched them through. But
okay.
Yeah, dude, I was so surprised. Like I said, I put a poll out there. Like 46% of people said it was. I was like, what? I was so surprised. I thought it was gonna be like 90 and 10%.
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
Another thing, did you guys watch like the Squid Games?
I haven't yet. I've heard so
Not yet.
much
Don't
about
spoil.
it.
Don't spoil.
I haven't watched it. Like, I watched like one episode because, dude, dubbed TV shows drive me nuts.
I heard you have to watch it in Korean.
Like,
with the captions on.
with the cat. I was gonna say, what? I don't know Korean, bro.
No, I'm not telling you to only listen.
I don't know Korean, bro.
Oh my god.
But no, dude, I cannot stand watching dubbed TV shows. I'm watching them because I end up just like watching their mouth the entire time and thinking about how they're not saying what they're saying.
No, I gotcha.
Like, yeah,
for sure.
Like Money Heist was another big one. I couldn't watch it. I could not watch that one.
All right, so awesome. We'll definitely run a poll for you about the Rockies.
All right, yeah.
I got you there.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. All right, let's roll into the over-unders.
All
right, bet. First one, pasta salad.
Pasta salad? I think it's overrated. I feel like it's like good in the summertime, I guess, but like there's so many other things I'd rather eat.
Yeah.
Way overrated.
Like I want to hear Jared's opinion on this pasta salad situation.
I think pasta salad, you know what's gross about pasta salad? You know why I'm going to take pasta salad gets a bad rep? I got to take here. Like Matt just said, it's a summertime food. Okay. You're eating it at the cookout. You get it out. It's been sitting on the table outside the picnic table. It gets gross when it sits. It gets gross. I think that's
flies on it.
Yeah. Like
you're like, yeah. By the time it's time to eat, like, dude, I've literally seen like 10 different flies land on this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Pasta salad, we're gonna go overrated. I like pasta salad most of the time, but overrated.
Like, I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat it. But I'm like a bad like example because, dude, I'll eat just about anything. Like if someone was like, if someone gave me something wrapped and was like, I'm not telling you what's in this, try it. And I mean, as long as it wasn't like anything really gross,
like dog shit or something.
Yeah, right. Like as long as it wasn't like shit, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. And I would probably like it.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, way overrated. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right. We got number 2. We got hosting a party.
Hosting a party? I've never hosted a party. I would imagine.
That's a lie. Your dad, is listening right now, and that's why you just lied your ass off. I ain't buying it. Nope.
I swear to God, especially dude. Yeah.
Never. I just, you are way smarter than Brian Ham. Brian Ham came on this podcast and was talking about going to the strip club and stuff, and his coach heard it. His coach is like, dude, what are you doing?
No, I swear though, my house is like, yeah, my dad would actually murder me if I had a party here, and I would get caught. Like it's a townhouse. Like I got
That's
people
fair.
connected
That's
to me.
fair.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I haven't. I would say it's overrated though, probably because like, but then it might be underrated because you don't have to like drive or anything. You just get to do your thing. But then you got like a bunch of random people in your house. I'm going overrated.
I feel like you would thrive at a I'm not saying you party a lot. I know you're a wrestler. I don't know
Yeah,
if you party at
yeah.
all. I feel like you would thrive there. You talk to everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm good. I could talk to. You could put me in a room with a 2x4 and I'd
I
make it
know.
a good time.
I mean, the Brunswick football games senior year.
Yeah.
I would just watch you like make your way through the whole crowd. You had to say
I'd be
something
like,
to everyone.
Dude, all my boys from school always they're like, dude, how do you know everyone? Like wherever we go, you always like are talking to someone. I was like, I don't know, man. I just got a friendly face, I guess. But, like today we were at I was at a coffee shop and I had this 216 sweatshirt on. Some guy comes up to me, he's like, what part of the 216 are you from? I was like, Brunswick, bro, where are you from? He was like, said he was from Elyria. We talked for like 35 minutes. Yeah.
That's sick.
Cool.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Hosting a party, I'm gonna say it's overrated. I don't like the cleanup. I don't like the hospitality part of it.
I'm
No.
with that.
Yeah. I'd rather go somewhere, go home.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
I don't like the responsibility of having to like make sure other people are having a good time.
Right.
Like even like Madeline will come down to Columbus, and I it's not that I don't like. I just feel bad if like we're not doing something every
Yeah.
second of the
It's
day,
like,
or
wanna
if
go
like there's a
do
chance
something?
she's
Like,
bored.
Yeah.
I feel that. Like I brought friends from school back to Brunswick, and I've been like, man, I hope they're having a good time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
you don't want to be the guy that they're like, dude, I went to this guy's hometown and it sucked ass.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
You,
So, like,
you did nothing. You just chilled.
For
Yeah.
sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Glad
So
we're all on the
overrated.
same page there. All right. Next one, flags.
like these kind of flags.
Yep.
You
They're
know, like
overrated.
yeah.
Yeah.
As he's got
I
one
don't
hanging.
know. I know. I got one and like
As it's
But,
the
like-
only decorative thing in the picture right now.
right in my room. I got my TV, a little Indian poster, and like 5 of the guys on the poster are not on the team anymore. And then yeah, that's it. This is my room.
That's
But
great.
no, I would say overrated just because I honestly like this has been here for 2 years and I feel like I never look at it, but maybe just because it's there, like I see it every day, but like I forget about it. So it's like
Yeah.
I'd rather have like a cool like painting maybe there or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I think that would
I
be
can see
cool.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna go with they are perfectly rated in a college house, but then like once you're out of college, like low key, if you have flags hanging up on your walls and houses, it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
Like,
you're stuck
come
in
on, bro.
college. Yeah, get a
Like,
get a
bro, take the
painting,
flag
like you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no-
you narrowed that down on the nail press and hit the head of the nail right there.
Yeah.
For sure. All right.
All right.
What's the
last
last one?
one we have is a conventional oven. So like the traditional oven that's got the stove top on it. We're not talking about the stove part. We're talking about the oven.
The oven.
How
want
do
me
you
to
feel
go
about
first?
ovens? Yeah, all you.
Yo, underrated, bro.
Really?
Yes. How are apple pies made? How are like, you know
What,
what I mean?
dude? That's the first
This-
thing you thought of? Apple
Yes,
pie?
that like, dude, there are so many good things that are made in an oven. Cookies. Yeah, I can make chicken in an oven and it comes out really good. Dude, ovens are great. I love them. Actually, though, I just got like a smoker, and like my smoker's kind of like an oven because like I could like cook a bunch of
Do you
shit in
smoke
there.
everything now? Because I feel like as soon as you get a smoker, you have to put everything in there.
No, I don't have the time for that. But like
Mm.
on Sundays, like today I did today I woke up early, smoked a brisket, and then I put like asparagus and like some zucchini and stuff on my smoker, and then I had I put some sausages on there. I invite some guys on the team over, and we sit in my garage and watch football all day.
Wow.
It's a good time. But that's our Sundays.
That's fun.
That's
We just
awesome.
like to chill. Yeah, it was cool. But since I got that, I don't use the oven as much. But like I like an oven. I'll make like Brussels sprouts in there, stuff like that. I like to
Can't
cook
forget
a
about
lot.
the apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie. Like I don't know how to make a good apple pie, but if there wasn't an oven, there would be no apple pie. So like that's the way. like I'm not the one making it. You know.
He said, dude, way underrated. How would you make apple pie?
Yeah, apple
That's
pie is
awesome.
my favorite dessert pie. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm going underrated.
That's great.
Terrific.
No, I would agree with that. It's definitely underrated. Like we take it for granted. If it wasn't there, we'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
It is nice. I've been rolling a lot with the air fryer lately.
Dude, people love air fryers. I don't have one.
Oh, you don't?
Okay.
Like,
You should get one.
I don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
one.
be
you
honest.
definitely got to
I
get
know.
one.
Everyone says like, yo, they make your life so much easier. But I don't know. I don't have one.
When Kicking It Back gets really famous, we'll make sure we send you one
Yeah,
year for
we got you
Christmas.
one.
Yeah.
It'll be a little thing.
We'll slap
But
a sticker on that bad boy.
Oh, don't worry. We will
Kicking it
for
back
you.
air fryer.
There you go.
That's
funny.
great.
Yeah,
Cool.
but the oven was nice though. We had the parents' weekend this weekend, and the oven was being used. It was making the house very hot though, so that's a flaw
Yeah.
with the oven. I guess it was
Yeah,
a
it does.
crappier college house, tight
Yeah.
kitchen, small
Yeah.
area, whatever.
It does heat it
But
up.
it
does
was
heat
more
it up.
convenient to cook bulk stuff. So I'll say
Yeah.
it's perfectly rated. It's right where it should be.
Okay. That's fair.
You
That's
could
fair.
find an alternative for an oven.
That is very
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
No
can.
apple pie though.
Yeah, no apple pie.
No,
None.
no. You're not making that in an air fryer.
That's great. All right, cool. So let's roll into the hypothetical. I'm a little bit worried that
I was
we
pumped for these.
I'm a little bit worried we have one that might not really apply to Matt, but we'll see. I don't know what he does on the weekend. Okay.
All right.
If drinking regularly took 3 years off your life, would you do it?
Yeah.
All right, we did pick the right one.
Yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, because like, I don't think 3 years is not that much.
What if you're
So, like-
dying? What if you're Cam? So Cam always gives us this
Yeah,
hypothetical. So he came up with this point. He's like, well, what if you told that you were dying at 50? So now you're gonna die at 47. Like, I feel like he's right on this. Dying at 85 instead of 88 is a huge difference between dying at 47 instead of 50. You know?
Yeah. I'm just gonna stick with my answer. I would say yeah. You know what I mean?
He's doubling down.
Yeah.
All the
I'm gonna
parties he's
stick
been not hosting.
Yeah.
with- Yeah. No. I'll stick with my answer. Like I said, I guess like 3 years can be a lot, but you know, how much can you really? But then how much can you do in 3 years? You know, you can do quite a bit.
Right.
But
There's
yeah, I know. I would say yeah too. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna say yes also, just because like that'd be really hard just to never ever have a drink. Like, I'm not even like a
Yeah.
huge drinker, and it's like to never ever, like, come on.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
not only that, like you'd feel like oh, you go to the beach, like you know, you're not gonna like yeah.
Right.
I feel like it would be tough. Yeah,
Right.
I
You're,
agree.
you're not gonna have one beer. Like, come on.
Yeah. I feel like it would be tough.
I'm going without it. I think I could go without drinking.
No, you
For the
definitely
3 years?
could. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I don't
that's
think my
something
life would be
different.
any worse going
No,
without
no,
drinking.
for sure not. But what if you told you're living till 95? Do you really want to live
You're
till
right,
98?
but that's not the scenario. That's the gamble I'm taking.
No,
you
no,
guys
no,
are
I'm
willing to
coming up
take
with a
that
new one.
chance?
Here's a new one. If you
Oh,
were
the
told-
95. Who cares? Then I'll die early, and I won't. I'm not
I
going
was
to
gonna
drink
say,
regularly though.
a lot of my answer has to do with like I'm a firm believer and I'm gonna live a long time. Like you can't convince me any different. Like I'm gonna be here for a while. So that's why I feel like that's a little bit
Yeah,
tied into my answer.
You know the saying, Matt? Only the good die young.
Only the good die young. Yeah.
That's why you're living a while.
Yeah. No, I do think I'll be around for a while. So we'll,
Okay, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
you're drinking.
yeah, I
And-
probably would.
And I don't know what regularly means. Like, are we talking once a week? Are we talking?
Wait. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I don't even like drink regularly as it is.
Right,
So,
right.
So, I mean, I guess yeah.
Let's
but-
leave it more if you just drink.
Yeah,
You
just
could drink and
period.
you lose
You have
3
any.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, one sip for the rest of your life, you lose 3 years.
For sure.
I see the points. I just think I could be like, whatever. Like, I don't need to drink.
Oh, 100% could go without it.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
But,
easily.
I like the ideas.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Well, I think that about wraps us up.
Yeah,
Matt, you got anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to, say before, you've got a platform here. If there's anything you want to get off your chest, feel free. This is Kicking It Back. Say what you want.
Yeah, just I want to thank you guys for having me on. I had a great time talking, and all the people back home, I miss you guys. Reach out and we'll catch up or whatever. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. I had a great time.
It's awesome for sure. I got one last thing.
All right, that's
Matt. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Huge merch drop. You think everyone should go cop some?
Yes, everyone should buy some shirts.
For sure.
Especially if you go to NC State, because it'll already be live by the time they're hearing this, because this airs Tuesday.
Do you guys have any listeners down here? Like, have you seen anything?
After you share it to your story.
Yes, sir. I was about to say we're gonna up this following big time. Let's do it.
The Matt Fields effect, baby.
Yeah. You know everyone, so everyone's listening.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that holds true.
And for all my people in Raleigh, if you have any apple pies laying around, you want to test out for the holidays, my boy Matt Fields.
He needs it.
Send him my way.
Sure. For sure.
All right, Matt. Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Appreciate it, Matt. That was sick. Matt, dude, thanks for coming on. That was awesome. I love hearing successful stories.
What a goofy goober is a good way to word him. I love that kid.
Yeah.
Always has, he's one of those kinds of people that you can not talk to for years, and then you pick up right where he left off. Like, he's just like he's just a positive person. The world needs people like that. That's all.
Definitely. What's up with wrestlers being talkers? First we have Johnny on, then we have Matt, and like they both great dudes, and both will talk your ear off until like you tell them, all right, I'm done. You got to stop now. Good
problem to have. I don't know.
Absolutely.
That's a good question. Yeah. Both. Yeah. I that's how I am too. I want to hear everything and anything about you. But, I don't know. That's good. That's a great question. I don't know if that runs in the sport. That's part of it. The ADHD. But,
I can see that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But other than that, I would say, what's the song of the week?
That's a good question. Song of the week. We were not prepared. We're starting back up. we rolled right into the ending. That's a great. I got it. We're good. I don't even need any. No hands. Good song of the week. It's a good song of the week. I told you last week I had a list. This one's an easy one. Everyone's gonna freaking love this song. I promise you, there ain't gonna be a person that listens to this episode and goes, "Damn, that's a shitty song." Nope, you're gonna love this. We got Good Mood. The artist Nobbies. I don't know. Nabes. Good Mood. You're gonna hear it at the end of this episode. Freaking awesome song. I promise you, you're gonna love it. I don't even care. I mean, it is what it is. It is. Let's go.
Yeah, I've never heard it, so I'm excited.
Yeah. There's all kinds of good stuff. This is a good song. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. I sent it in the one group chat. Don't even worry about it. It was an underrated moment this past weekend. This is random. That dude at Threes, the whole owner situation, that was weird. I could use my platform right now and say how I felt about that, that establishment. I'm gonna save it. It ain't worth it. There's a lot of. I watched a video on. It was a Joe Rogan podcast with Kevin Hart, and they were talking about being positive, how it's not like seen as cool. You know what? I'm gonna take the high road here. I don't know. The world's one of those places where if you try to seek negativity, you're gonna find negativity. Right? The same goes the other way. You could seek positivity, you're gonna find positivity.
I agree.
I just think everyone needs to kind of hear that.
Yeah, my mom always tells me that the vibes you send out are the vibes you receive back.
Without a doubt. Yeah, but like I said, there's a lot of hatred. I could sit here and I honestly plan to. I was telling people, I can't wait for the pod where I get to just rag this dude a new one because he made an ass of himself. But you know what? Maybe he had a bad day. Maybe something went wrong. I don't know. There's a lot of hatred and judgment going on in the world right now. I think we can all agree on that.
All I know is he liked me a lot more than he liked you.
And for no reason, after you yelled, I just didn't.
I was the one that spoke up.
It is. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of hatred and judgment in the world. The world doesn't need me. It takes energy being angry at someone. It takes a lot of energy to be angry at someone. I'm not angry at him anymore. Now, am I going to go openly go to Threes? Probably not anymore. I've spent a lot of my money there. I don't know if I will anymore. I'm going to give it a break. But, there's a lot of hatred, a lot of judgment. There's all kinds of judgment going around right now, too. Yeah, I think that goes for everybody in the world. There's a lot of bullshit going on. Doesn't matter. Like I will say, we have people on this podcast all the time. You get people like, a Howie Gross, who maybe you don't agree with his financial stuff. You judge, you're like, oh, come on, this guy's full of himself. He doesn't know what he's talking about, maybe. Or, a Johnny Julius, you're like, oh, that kid's an idiot. Why is he traveling all the freaking time? He needs to save his money. That's dumb. That's a dumb lifestyle. Or Madeline, you're like, why is she, I don't like how she's flying across the country. She could have went to a lot of schools. She should have went the traditional route. There's a lot of judgment going on. All I'll say is, and I think we can both agree on this, we can leave it at that, is who cares? Stop worrying about other freaking people. You know what? Let people, if you're doing what you feel is right for yourself, do it. That's all you got to say,
Very true.
So no hatred anymore. Like I said, we all know how that threes, because I was confused when that situation happened this weekend. And I was like, did I deserve that? I was confused, whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
So you know what, threes, you're going to turn it around. You're doing a lot of good. They're starting up a bus, trying to get people rides late at night.
That's nice.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So they're trying something. So whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm excited. We got a good week. I got an exam coming up. I got to start studying. That's what I'm going to do now. It's late, but you know what? What do you got this week? Anything special? What big news? Oh, there's kind of a merch drop coming out.
Oh yeah. So true. I mean, we didn't forget. We planned on acting surprised right now.
Exactly.
So if
it's
you're
already going to be out
now, if you're listening right now, there's actually a 20% sale going on right now. So
depending when you listen, 24 hours, right?
Yeah, 24 hours. So hopefully you're listening to this in the first 24 hours. So definitely make sure to check out kickinitback.net. 8 p.m. on the 11th is when we officially drop. So
yeah, it's out. It's ready for you. Pending it hasn't sold out yet. I don't know what's going to sell out. I think the hoodies are going to go quick.
Yeah, I think the hoodies are going to fly.
Comfort, look, everything about them are perfect. I'm going to say get yours while you can. We're not restocking. We have said that from the beginning. Once we sell out of stuff, we're selling out. We're not going to, this isn't we're going to restock, come Christmas time. Get it now. Get it while you can. We're excited. All the money's going to be going back into the athletes and stuff. Come on. We're not going to, whatever we profit from this isn't going to be a profit. We're going to throw it right back into the podcast. We're going to get some better stuff. Maybe, we're going to
giveaways, things like that.
Yeah. Like we're not, the money we make is not going into our pockets. I promise you that. It's going to pay for our podcast hosts. It's going to pay for our athletes. Christmas is around the corner, people. We got to get those guys good gifts. So buy some damn hoodies.
We love our athletes.
I love my athletes.
Yep. No doubt.
Hey, P-Dog, did you know if you were to spell out numbers from 1, you would not find the letter A until you reach 1,000? P-Dog, take us out.
Thanks for kicking it back with Preston and Jaret. Peace out.